the shops are really well designed.
It's like a small museum. Yeah.
We sometimes go into shops just to see the shop.
Tuna mayonnaise onigiri every day.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
May I have your name, please?
My name is Lucas.
And my name is Valentin.
Welcome.
Valentine.
Valentine.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So where are you guys from?
We're from Paris.
Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to Japan.
Thank
so,
you.
Is this your first time visit Japan?
It is.
Oh, okay. What made you to decide to come to Japan this time?
It's like a kid's dream,
Oh.
to come to Japan.
Only?
Yeah. There is
Kid's dream.
there is a big fascination to Japan from European people, I think.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it's like
It is something about anime or something?
anime,
not only-
culture, everything,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everything.
I feel like a lot of people in Europe dream about Japan in a way.
Really?
It has a big cultural influence on Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you like anime? No, not really.
I think he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Me not so much.
Okay.
Yeah. We grew up. I grew up with anime, so yeah.
Oh, what kind of anime can I ask?
The
I'm
most
not
famous one are Dragon Ball, Naruto,
yeah,
One Piece.
I like Wonder. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how was the first impression I love in Japan? So,
Oh,
by
the-
the way, how long have you been in so far?
We've been here for almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And total gonna be
What?
how long?
We're leaving on Saturday, so it's going to be a total of 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, okay.
yeah, 2
total
weeks.
for 2
Two
weeks,
full
and
weeks.
then maybe 3 more days.
Yeah. We have 2
okay.
days left.
Okay. So, what was the first impression?
Well, when we first got here, we were in Osaka, and it was really interesting because there was this, like, everything was so different. The way people behave, the way you buy tickets for the metro, the
really?
train, the food.
It's different from yours.
It's very different.
Oh, how different could you describe?
Well, I think like one of the main points is that people are more organized and like they wait in line. They do not scream and shout. They wait for their turn. But at the same time, we felt like it was really difficult to navigate in this environment because, for instance, when we got to the airport, we had to buy the tickets for the train, but we had to wait in line. We had to pay with cash.
Okay.
So for us, it's unusual because we usually buy, everything with credit card, and
no.
it's a bit of a mess. People don't
Okay.
wait in line, so it was different.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we started to notice like some gap between Japan and European culture, like just about small thing. For instance, in Japan, there are no trash bin in the streets. In France, there are trash bin everywhere. In Japan, there are toilets in the streets.
Okay.
In Europe, it's hard to find toilets in streets.
Oh, okay.
So there is small differences
Yeah.
everywhere in
the small
the
one.
yes.
But different.
Yeah. Bike lanes as well.
Yeah.
We don't see bike lanes here, so people ride bikes on the sidewalks, and we're not really used to that, so we're always
okay.
dodging
It's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
I
And in
know.
France, it's a bit more organized. Yeah.
For the bicycle.
For bicycle, yeah.
Bicycle
Only for
lane.
bicycles.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
The rest,
so.
no.
No, I don't think so. Okay, so are there any specific things or places you don't want to miss this time?
What kind of
Places?
It doesn't matter food or place or things. It doesn't matter.
the-
Before you came.
The three biggest cities of Japan: Osaka, Kyoto, and Tokyo. Just to visit them, it's
Okay.
But we also try to see smaller cities around Kyoto and Osaka.
Okay.
That's also why we came here today because
yeah.
we were in Tokyo downtown.
Okay. Yeah.
But we wanted to see the temples. We wanted to see kind of the countryside, the smaller
yeah.
cities,
The
the way
local
people live
one.
in local
Yeah.
areas. Yeah.
Wow,
and
okay,
for me, it
that's
was
great.
also a lot about food. Yeah. A lot of typical dishes I wanted to try, and also about shops,
Buy stuff?
Clothing.
clothing. Yeah, clothing
okay.
shops. There's a lot of shops in Japan that we don't have in Europe.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you enjoy shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah. In Japan, I feel like the shops are really well designed. They're really beautiful.
Oh, really? Really?
When you go to
Wow.
like fashion store,
Ooh.
everything is so curated. It's
Wow.
so classy.
Wow.
We're really impressed
Oh,
by
really?
the shops you
I'm
have
really
here.
glad
Yeah.
to know that because you're from Paris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paris is really well known for the fashion.
Yeah.
A kind of vibe
Hmm.
of the brand in the shop. So yeah,
Yeah, so you enjoy
it's
that.
like a small
Wow.
museum. Yeah.
Wow, that's really good.
We sometimes go into shops just to see the shop and not even for the items that are in the shop.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
so you just go see
Yeah,
around.
yeah, it's really nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. So I'd like to talk about your country, but what kind of Japanese things is well known in your country?
Sushis.
Sushi.
Yeah, sushi.
Yeah.
I feel like Japanese food has become really mainstream in France and Europe.
really?
I feel like in Paris you can find a lot of Japanese food like curry and rice.
Oh, really?
You can find more specific stuff lately. It is something that people really enjoy eating. So that's one thing. And then manga and
and
animes and stuff like that.
Cool.
They're really popular in France. And
so-
some Japanese brands as well for clothing.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. What
That's,
kind of brand?
Like comme des garçons, for instance.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So I like to talk about the accommodation that you stay. But what kind of accommodation do you use usually in Japan?
Hotels.
Hotels.
Yeah. We just took plain basic hotels,
Okay.
like small
They're real-
rooms for two.
Yeah, they were really nice. The hotels we
Oh,
stayed in, they
okay.
were really nice.
So-
Actually, I feel like in Japan, you have a lot more utilities and gadgets and stuff to make you comfortable. And so when you go to a hotel, everything is planned, everything is organized, and so
Wow.
it's like super comfortable even
Wow.
when you have a basic hotel.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
really
it's
glad
really
to know
nice.
that.
It's really
Clean, easy.
really clean. Yeah.
Okay. What do you eat for breakfast in Japan?
Onigiri.
Onigiri.
Yeah.
Tuna mayonnaise onigiri every day.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Most days.
Okay, so I'd like to talk about the food. But what kind of Japanese food have you tried?
Oh, that's a good
Oh.
question.
It will be difficult to remember the name, but we tried the omu rice.
Rice.
Yeah, we tried typical sushis. We tried
Oh, the
the like pancake.
Pancake?
No,
Pancake. Okonomiyaki.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okonomiyaki. We tried, curry with
curry.
rice.
Amazing.
Lot of
That's
sense.
amazing. That's pretty easy to. I mean, that's something that's not so different from what we're used to. So it's pretty good. That's
Okay.
that's a really good one. And a lot of sushi as well.
Fried chicken.
And yeah, I think that's
Ramen.
Ramen.
Ramen,
Okay.
yeah.
What kind of ramen?
miso. I think.
Miso.
Yeah,
Miso,
miso.
yeah.
Ramen. Yeah.
It was nice.
So which one is your favorite?
Maybe my favorite dish from here is sushi. I guess. I
Sushi.
think, yeah.
Yeah. Sushi
It's so
are
easy
great.
because you can have nice sushis like more expensive one and qualitative, but you can also go to Kura or I don't know, what's
Yeah.
really cheap and
It's
you
fun.
can eat
Yeah, it's fun.
a
Yeah,
lot.
it's
So
fun, yeah.
Yeah.
there's a huge scale of sushis in Japan.
Yeah, choice. Yeah.
Okay, so are there any Japanese food that you want to try but you haven't yet?
Oh, I think like we have tried everything that we knew about, and now probably we might try something else, but we didn't like. I think it would be more random. We don't know what we want, but if we find
Okay,
something
I
different,
know.
we'll try
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, you will find.
Yeah.
Now, have you heard about the shirasu fish? It's famous around this area.
Okay,
Yeah.
we didn't know about that.
Okay, it's tiny white fish.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the raw one is really rare. If it's really good condition, you
Okay.
can have one around here. So
Okay.
it's limited. one.
Shirasu.
Shirasu.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really tiny white fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we might try.
Yeah. You might like it. Okay. So are there any surprising things for you?
Surprising things? Oh, I mean, it was more like a lot of small surprises along the
Oh,
way.
okay.
You know, every day we might notice something different and we're like,
Really?
oh, that's
Every day?
unusual.
Oh.
Every day there's something new. Yeah. I mean, there are good surprises, less good
Okay.
surprises, but you know, like there are things like I talked about, like very cultural or in the way people behave.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't know. I feel like Japanese people, they kind of have a slow pace when they walk. And in Paris,
Okay.
people walk very fast.
Okay.
And so we were like,
Cool.
oh, that's so slow. And we tried to go faster,
Okay.
you know?
What-
Things like that.
What surprised me the most was people waiting at red light.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Because
people in Paris, they cross when
don't
there are no
wait.
cars, you just cross the street. And here you're waiting for like 5 minutes sometimes.
yeah,
And it's,
Okay.
well,
it's
it's a
surprising.
bit shocking.
It's surprising.
Yeah.
Isn't it dangerous?
Well, it's like I feel like the mindset in France is more like I'm waiting to cross the street, but if there are no cars, there is no danger. So even if the light is red, I can go.
Okay.
Here, it's more like if the light is green, I'm going. If the light is red, I'm not going, which
Okay.
makes sense. But
Okay.
it's like people in France, they like to not follow the rules. You know, they like to think differently by themselves.
Okay, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so when I go abroad, we miss some Japanese food like a miso soup. But what about you? Do you miss anything from your own country?
Ah.
It doesn't matter food. Or are you
No.
okay?
Well, so far it's been 2 weeks, so I feel like we're okay.
Short
But
trip.
every time I leave France, what I miss the most is cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah, cheese is in France we have thousands of good cheeses, and it's something that is not so common in other countries.
Oh, okay.
And since we got here, we didn't eat a lot of cheese. But I'm not saying that I miss it, but
That's
I'll be
great.
happy to have some when I get back home.
Okay, so what about after you go back to your home country? What kind of Japanese things are you going to miss? Do you
Oh,
think?
that's a good question.
For me, it will be the combinis.
Combine.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for me, I think it will be the toilet
Toilet.
with the water stream.
Okay, have you tried?
Oh yeah,
of course.
that's so good. That's so cool.
Okay. So you don't have like that in French?
No.
Not at
Yeah.
all.
We have basic toilets with, you know, you just flush. That's it.
Okay. So it's gonna be the last question. But where will you go after this interview?
Just
Yeah.
walk on the beach.
Walk on the beach, and then this afternoon we're going back to Tokyo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for doing that.
Oh, thank you. It was fun.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.